Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Tech Talk Tuesday for Teachers. And let's start with a thought. Today's student can access more information in 1 hour than many of us could access in an entire month when we were in school, isn't it? But here's a question. Does more information automatically create smarter decisions? Unfortunately, no. Access to information does not automatically mean understanding. We are raising a generation that can search instantly, but often struggles to evaluate critically. Today's session is about helping our learners move from consuming information to questioning information. And honestly, in this age of AI, this may be one of the most important skills we teach. So here we are with our Tuesday topic, building digital literacy and media fluency. So as always, I would like you all to please type in the chat your name, your school name, and the city. Also, uh, send a thumbs up, or you can raise your hand if you have ever clicked on a headline that turned out to be misleading. So please drop in your name, your school name, and city, along with yes, no, thumbs up. Uh, if you have ever clicked a headline that turned out to be misleading. I absolutely have. I'll give you an example. Suppose if you find a headline, teacher discovers secret study hack. We don't know what's inside the article, but this headline sounds very interesting, and we may, as a teacher, may, end up clicking on that. Welcome, Sadhna ma'am. Uh, okay. Do share yes or no if you have ever clicked a headline that turned out to be misleading. I request each one of you to please drop your name, school name, and city name and share yes or no if you have ever clicked on a headline that turned out to be misleading. Welcome, Renu ma'am. So, I am sure many of us would have done that. Uh, Welcome, Nidhi ma'am, where we see misleading headlines and we end up clicking on that, right? These headlines are designed to make us curious. Even adults fall for them. So imagine our students. So our agenda for today is topic Torchlight. We'll be talking about building digital literacy and media fluency. We have with us Sheetal ma'am, who will be sharing her success story with Copilot. Then we will be going through our community spotlight, feature headlight, and social spotlight. So, as always, we are going to be practical. We are not only going to leave you with definition, but some activities that you can use in your classroom to ensure your students are digitally literate. Okay, when you hear the word digital literacy, what is the first thing that comes to your mind? Please write your responses in the chat box. What do you understand by digital literacy? Whatever comes to your mind, there is nothing right or wrong. Um, since we are in 21st century, we are in a digital era, so it is important to be digital literate. But I would like to know what is first thing that comes to our mind when we hear or see the word digital literacy? Share your responses in the chat box. Just one word or a phrase. Welcome, Manika ma'am. Using technology confident, empowerment. Okay, great. So, let's test some common misconception. Let's assume a learners who spend 6 hours on YouTube, 3 hours on Instagram, and knows every app, right? Do you think the student is digitally literate? Yes or no? Write in the chat box. Renu ma'am says no. Even Sadhna ma'am says no. And I'm sure we agree with that, right? Uh, anybody who is spending hours on different apps doesn't mean they are digitally literate. Most of us assume as technology usage equal to digital literacy, but they both are not the same thing. Knowing how to click is not the same as knowing how to think, right? Digital literacy is about helping students find, evaluate, use, and create information responsibly. Media fluency goes a step further. It helps students understand how media influences beliefs, decisions, and actions. Our goal today is to explore how we can help students become thoughtful digital citizens rather than passive consumer of information. So, Microsoft mission as a trusted provider in education is to empower schools to innovate with cutting edge solutions that are flexible, integrated, and secure to ensure students will achieve more in AI driven world. Now, let's understand what is digital literacy. As I shared, digital literacy is able to find, and I'm sure finding information is not that difficult task, understand, evaluate, and create and share information using digital technologies in a safe, responsible, and an effective way. It goes beyond simply using devices or apps. It involves thinking critically about the information we see online, identifying reliable sources, communicating responsibly, and making informed decisions in digital environments. In simple terms, digital literacy is about using technology wisely, safely, and thoughtfully. Let's uh, let's check which concerns you most in today's world. You have the options misinformation, social media influence, AI generated content, online safety, students' critical thinking. So we can number them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from top to bottom. So I want you to mention one option in the chat that concern you most in today's world. Drop in your responses in the chat box. Do misinformation concern you most or the social media influence? Or are you concerned about AI generated content? We are dealing with learners. So are you concerned about online safety or you are concerned about students' critical thinking? What is your major concern? Drop in the chat box. I'm sure it is difficult to decide. All looks like This is also important. This is also important. And I see Akansha ma'am is also saying all of these. Even I am finding it difficult to decide, right? How every concern shared today has one common situation. If we are better digitally literate, we will be able to deal with this better, right? So, this is what we want. We want to eliminate all these concerns by being digitally literate. Let's take an example. Imagine a grade 7 student searches, does drinking energy drinks improve concentration? And the first website, because our attention always goes on the top results, right? So, first website says yes. The student immediately uses this information in a project. Now, the question is, has learning happened? What do you think? Any learning happened when the child uses the top information and submit the project? I'm sure no, right? Yeah. Searching happened, but learning hasn't happened, right? What should the student have done first? So, if the child is searching this and the top website says yes, what should be the student action on this? What do you suggest? Write in the chat box. What do you think? What should be student's action? I'm sure as a teacher, we would expect them to verify the information given. Check the source. Who created this website? Is this website trustable? Verify the facts. Is there any research or is there any evidence that support this fact? Compare different sources rather than just trusting the top result. Compare different sources and bring what looks reliable. Assess credibility. Is this information trust? Absolutely, Shilpa ma'am. Verification and trustworthy. That is what matters. And that is what our learners need to learn. Because if we are not going to tell them, how will they get to know how to use the vast sea of information we have? So this is, if you see this image of vitamin drink and this question, this comes a article. An energy drink is a type of non-alcoholic psychoactive functional beverage. So this is what the result the child get, and at the end, which is marketed as reducing tiredness and improving performance and concentration. I am sure this somehow, influence the learner to believe it and use this information. But if they are digitally literate, they will definitely take further actions. Let's take a real life example. If I search, is chocolate healthy? I can find articles saying yes, I can find articles saying no. The skill isn't finding information, the skill is evaluating the information. Digital literacy means being able to find information. This is the first step. But after that, what else is impossible? What else is important? Evaluate information, use information responsibly, create content ethically. The key word is evaluate here. You know, which one do you choose? Why? So, justifying the choice or decision they make. So, what digital literacy skills are missing here? We have four skills mentioned here: source evaluation, fact checking, cross verification, credibility assessment. By the end of this session, we will understand what digital literacy and media fluency really mean, examine the challenges students face online, explore practical classroom strategies, and discuss why AI make these skills more important than ever. The internet gives answers. Education teaches the judgment. And for that purpose, we all are here. Let us understand what is media fluency. Digital literacy asks, is this information true? Whereas media influency asks, why was this information created? I'm sure you're getting the difference between us. Digital literacy is asking whether this information is true or not, but media fluency is going more deeper to understand what was the purpose to create this information. And that's a bigger question. Students should ask, who created it? Why? Who benefits from this? What viewpoint is missing? That will make them critical thinker, and it is very important for today's world. Students should learn to ask all these questions before trusting any information. For example, I'm sure many of us use social media, and on a social media, influencer promotes a product. Now, the question is, did they create content to educate or to sell? Understanding the intent is media fluency. And as an adult, I'm sure we go through this very frequently, right? Media fluency is going beyond what a message says and understanding why it was created and how it influences us. We will understand what digital literacy and media fluency means through more examples and activities. How can we bring it in our learners' life? Have your students ever believed something simply because it looked professional? Somebody famous said it, or it had thousands of likes. Write yes or no in the chat box. Have your students ever believed something simply because it looked professional, or somebody famous said it, some influencer may have said it, or it has thousands of likes, so they trusted it? Do you think that might have happened? If you agree, write yes. If you don't, write no in the chat box. How many of our students, ask for example, there are lots of health drinks advertisement comes, and they're asking their parents, just getting influenced by the advertisements. And I'm sure today, as a educated parent, we are very cautious about what to choose or what not to choose, right? So what we want our learners not get influenced by something that is very attractive or that is very convincing, but not supported by facts. Let's imagine our students watch two videos about climate change. Video one talk about scientific evidence, expert interviews, data and facts. I'm sure students may find this boring, whereas to video B has dramatic music, emotional statements, and no evidence provided. Which video most of the people would choose, or which video they'll agree to? Video A or video B? Which is more persuasive? I'm sure video B, because it brings dramatic music along with the emotional language, makes it more engaging. So most of the people would choose video B, but which is more credible? So video B is persuasive, that attracts the attention of everyone, but credible is video A, where we have evidence and expert opinion, right? What is the key learning? Students usually confuse persuasive with the accurate. Yeah, A is probably too technical and people skip. Very well said, Akansha ma'am. A message can be very persuasive but still be misleading. A message that can be less exciting but more trustworthy because it is based on evidence. Imagine two headlines: drink this magical drink and become a topper. And another headline is research shows sleep improves memory. Which one will get more click? I'm sharing these headlines in the chat box so that you can compare and tell me which one will get more clicks, first or second. I'm sure many of us will would like to, click on what is this magical drink about, right? And end up clicking because the headline is created in such a way that it attracts the attention, right? Which were deserve more trust? Trustworthy is related to the research, where it says research shows sleep improves memory. Let's bring this closer to our classrooms. Think about our students for a moment. What is one topic students are most likely to believe a dramatic claim without the facts? I'll give you some example. For example, AI. There are lots of beliefs that goes around and a student may believe, or it could be related to exams, health, career, social media. There are a lot of things. So I'll take the example of AI. Student often hear statements like AI will replace all jobs. And I'm sure we all have heard this kind of headline, isn't it? You don't need to learn anything else because AI can do everything. Using AI is cheating. These are grabbing statements, but they lack nuances. A digitally literate student should ask, who is making this claim? What evidence supports it? Is there any other perspective? Is this prediction or a fact? And I'm sure, like when we come to you, we always tell you AI will never replace the job. All we need is we need to upgrade ourselves to learn AI, right? And I'll just bring Bollywood example here. How many of you have watched Sanju movie? Right? Yes or no in the chat box. If you look at Sanju movie, how media's has, created headlines with the fake information sources says or using the question mark. What was that? All those were persuasive headlines, keeping somebody's reputation, name, fame on risk, right? That is what happens with the persuasive headlines or misleading information. And this is the reason we want our students, whenever they see any such misleading informations, misleading headlines, they must first question it. Whether is it true or not? Who is saying this? From where is it coming? Rather than just agreeing to it, right? I'm sure we all have seen also some advertisement, in just 2 months, prepare for your 10th board and pass with the this 80% above or 90% above. Such kind of crash course coming to students. So if they are digitally literate, they will be thoughtful about making such decisions, and parents will won't also be fooled by such kind of advertisement. So here is an example of persuasive versus credible advertisement. If you look at the left side, this is a persuasive advertisement where somebody is promoting drink, and the credible one is where it talks about most unhealthy drinks. And which one, will be more attractive? I'm sure persuasive ones, right? When it comes to healthy eating. So this is the kind of activity which we can do with our learners. We can show both of these content. Example A YouTube video, drink this magical health drink every day to instantly increase your memory and become a topper. With exciting music, dramatic claims, and no evidence. And another example is an article from a hospital or health website explaining importance of sleep, nutrition, study habits. Ask student, which one is more exciting? Which one would you trust? Why? So bringing all such kind of example where you can can make the learners differentiate between persuasive and credible, makes them learn that interesting content is not always trustworthy. Here it is. I'm sure who doesn't know Satya Nadella, right? He's a very famous person, a renowned name in the industry, and chairman and CEO of Microsoft. And we have this quote from Mr. Satya Nadella. At Microsoft, we recognize innovation when we see it. That's why I can confidently say that Pedagogics isn't just a global training partner, it is the training partner. Their work in nurturing teachers and transforming classroom with technology is truly exceptional. Isn't that good? Right? I'm sure you all have loved it, and I can see. What was it? At first glance, you all trusted this image, isn't it? Right? You all trusted the previous slide. Why? Why did you trust that? Because, can you write your reason? Why did you trusted that information that I showed you? It has a famous person, Microsoft logo, and the professional design, isn't it? Which made you trust that. The previous slide was an example for discussing the difference between persuasive and credible content. At first glance, the image appears highly persuasive because it features a well known technology leader's photograph, a professionally designed layout, a recognizable company logo, and a strong testimonial praising an organization. Absolutely, Akansha ma'am. These visuals and textual elements are carefully chosen to build trust and create a positive impression. And I'm sure if that would have happened, we would be quoting that in our every training. Have you ever seen that? No, right? The many viewers may immediately believe the message because it looks authentic and authoritative. But with respect to our previous slide, are any of those proofs? No. Key message: authority is not evidence. Professional design is not evidence. Popularity is not evidence. Only evidence is verification. However, media fluency requires us to go beyond appearances and ask critical questions. Before accepting or sharing the information, students should verify whether the quote was actually made, where it was originally published, whether an official source exists, or whether the statement is being presented its full context. A message can be highly persuasive because of strong visuals, emotional language, and the authority of the person featured. But that does not automatically make it credible. Credible information is supported by evidence, reliable sources, transparency, and independent verification. This example helps students understand an important media literacy lesson. Persuasive content can influence what we think and feel, while credible content can be verified and trusted based on evidence. How many fake graphics have you seen online? Just reflect on that. Now, let's move. We have enough discussed about the problem, and I'm sure all of you have understood what problem are we talking about in today's digital world, right? How can I teach all of this, what we are talking about, when I already have a packed curriculum? So here we bring the solution with the co-pilot as your thinking partner, not as your replacement. And here are some of the prompts we have already prepared for you. So you may choose any of the activity for yourself. Activity could be persuasive versus credible, source detective, spot the bliss bias, real or fake, creator's purpose, missing perspective, facts versus opinion, compare sources. So I would like you all, I can share these prompts, with you. Just a minute. We will do one exercise and see what comes as a result when we do this with Copilot. So I think let me try this. Create, spot the bias or real or fake. Let's do real or fake. Okay. Just give me a minute. I'll share my screen with Copilot. Give me a minute. So here I pick the prompt. I ask the prompt generate 10 headlines for middle school learners. Some should be factual, others should be misleading, but believable. Create an answer key or discussion questions to help students identify red flags. So let's call it headline challenge. And these are the 10 headlines. Local library launches free homework help program. Scientists discover new species of frog in a remote rainforest, and so on. Here is the answer key that Copilot provides you, whether it is factual or not, misleading, right? And then also gives you red flags to watch for. Discussion question. Identifying reliable information. Which headlines seem to be most believable or why? So, such kind of activities for digital literacy you can do in the class. Let's try one more. Um, let's do this persuasive versus credible. So, I'll copy and try this prompt for you all. So we asked to create two short articles for grade 7 learners. One article should use emotional language and persuasive techniques. Second article should be evidence-based, includes facts and sources. Create discussion question that helps students to identify which article is most credible. So here is first article, why every school must have longer recess right now. And I'm sure looking at this student would love to read this, right? This touches their emotion. The other one is research examines the benefits of recess. Chances are rare, right? They would look for longer recess more than the benefits of recess. And here are your discussion questions for your classroom, right? Bringing all such kind of activities in your class will help them to become digitally literate, right? I'll come back to our presentation once again. Just give me a minute. Yeah. So, you can also click, screenshot this and can try out for your students. Can share with your co-teachers, computer teachers, and I'm sure this would be an interesting activity for your learners. Agree? What do we need to shift? This shift learning from what does the internet says to how do we know whether the internet is telling us the truth, right? That single shift changes everything because AI can generate misinformation. Such a search engine can provide information, but only educate humans can evaluate information. And this is the foundation for both digital literacy and media fluency. So I want you all to reflect on today's topic and type in one thought that stuck by you today. One thing that you would adjust using the activity. Please share in the chat box. Just reflect what we have discussed till now. One thought that stayed with you and one activity you plan to try with your learners. Please share in the chat box. With this, I would like to leave you with one final thought. Our students don't need more information. They already have unlimited access to information. What they need is the ability to question, verify, evaluate, and think. Because in an AI powered world, the most valuable skills won't be finding answer, it will be knowing which answer deserve to be trusted. So, what thought stuck in today's session? What is something that is, you are taking away with you? Which activity would you like to try with your learners? Write in the chat box. I would be happy to see your responses. So Sheetal ma'am says critically examine the AI result before sharing it with student. Very well. Also, not only AI result, even what we search online also, we need to evaluate that also. And ensuring our learners also learn to evaluate whatever they search online, right? So not getting convinced with the persuasive information rather than looking for credibility. How to verify AI generated information. Very good. And which activity are you planning to do with your learners? How are you planning to make them digitally literate or learn media fluency? I'm sure many of the activities given here will be helpful for you. Here we have Sheetal ma'am with us. I would like to invite Sheetal Arora ma'am from Bharati School, Bahadurgarh. Sheetal ma'am, are you here? So she's our educator limelight today, and I would like her to share her story, co-pilot experiences with us. Sheetal ma'am, can you unmute yourself?
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Khushbu ma'am and Anshul ma'am.
Good afternoon.
I'm very happy to share a small part of my teaching today with you all. So, as you can see on the screen, this story card I have prepared for my class, and this PowerPoint presentation also. So it makes my work very easy. Within a minute, it's a magical Copilot is really very useful. I'm very happy that I'm using Copilot. Ma'am, next slide. Yes, this lesson plan. I have generated this lesson plan for differentiated learners along with all the activities. Next, ma'am.
Wow, this looks nice, ma'am. I really
Yeah,
like the comic strip that you made. I
thank you, ma'am.
uh,
Is there any next slide?
So how
Shall
no,
I?
how was your experience with this differentiated plan, ma'am? Would you like to share a few words of your classroom experience?
Yes, I have many differentiated learners in my class. So earlier I made one single lesson plan, and then I noticed the students are facing problem. Only few students are facing problem. Then I give a prompt that plan my lesson plan for differentiated learners so that the concept is easy and understandable for all students. So I was very happy when I see this lesson plan with all learning objectives. I do, we do, you do, and activities. And my students are now very happy and they are catching the concept very easily. So I would request all the teachers to try this lesson plan.
Amazing,
Uh,
amazing.
yeah.
So this is
And
nice, and I'm sure the we will get your prompt so that we can share with other teachers also.
uh,
You
yes,
were
ma'am,
saying
I will
something.
share in the chat also. Can I share my screen, Khushbu ma'am?
Sure,
I
sure.
just want to
I'll
share.
just
Yeah.
stop sharing. You can share your screen.
Yes.
Let me know. Is it allowing you to share?
Yeah.
Yeah, fine.
See, uh, wait. Yeah. So yesterday I tried this. I'm
Nice.
teaching like a sound words. So I created this a small reading portion along with some simple questions. So
Hmm.
I like this very much. And when I show this today, I display this on the screen. The students were so happy with these colorful animated images.
Very nice. This looks actually attractive.
Yes, ma'am. And this is my uh Hindi. Wait. What happened? I think some network issue.
Could be. It may be taking some time to switch.
Yeah. This I created. I'm teaching do one ke shabd in my class. So after that, I created a very beautiful story. I failed to understand where is the image. Uh, uh, Let me check my library images. So here it is. I think some issues there, ma'am. No. Yes, see. So this is Do One Wale Shabd story. I narrated
Mhm.
this story in my class and then asked question. And the best part is that at the end you can see the seek, the
Hmm.
moral of the story, along with all the Do One Ke Shabd I have already completed in my class.
Lovely.
So
So you are utilizing the co-pilot in the best way. I
yes,
can see
ma'am,
that.
I am using it and I'm very happy. And I request all the
This
teachers to
also
give.
allows you to edit the text if there is any error, right?
Yes, ma'am. And in this study and learn on left hand side, we have option of study and learn. And this
Mm.
there we have many options like understand, quiz, matching, fill in the blanks. If there is any concept which in which you are facing problem, you just type and it will make your concept very easy to understand. Like I just simply type it. The topic was very easy, but still simply I typed about the heart, how a heart works. So it gave me the full explanation as well as with the diagram also. Then in the quiz, I upload my parts of plants PDF. Here you can see. Then I
Hmm.
wrote this prompt, create a quiz about parts of plant for grade 1. So it gave me this.
So you don't need to prepare it in Microsoft Forms. It's already ready to use.
Yes. And the best part
Wow.
is that you can see this in your OneDrive forms. Here you can directly share with your students and you can see all the
Wonderful.
responses. Then, and study and learn. Again, there is a option of matching. This is also, I have explored all the prompts, ma'am, all the tools.
Very nice. Very good.
So in
Lovely.
matching also, you can upload your this PDF, and after
Mm-hmm.
that, it will give you the matching game. After completing that matching game, it will give you the accuracy summary. If you want to edit the description, the headline, any definition, you can do that also. And apart from this, you can share with multiple students, they can play.
Right. And I can
And
see the history it shows downwards. So
yes,
whatever you have done, it's there in history when you scroll it
yes,
down.
I have renamed all the things.
Lovely.
So this is fill in the blanks. You have to just read it, drag it. Like right now, I'm doing like this only. Maybe my
Hmm.
answers are wrong, so please ignore it. Okay. So after this, you simply check your answers. All answers are wrong. Again, continue. If answers are correct, the option is different here. So
Hmm.
I love this Copilot, and I request all of you to please use it. And for me, it is not replacing teachers.
It
And
is just bringing some
yes,
spices in your teaching class, right?
yes. And I believe the future is not AI versus teachers, it is teachers empowered by AI.
Absolutely, ma'am. Absolutely. Wonderful, Sheetal, ma'am. That's
Thank you,
so lovely.
ma'am.
And we do this educator limelight just, to learn from each other what, how, each of us are using it. I'm sure you all must also be trying some more different things on the Copilot. I request you all to nominate yourself to share your co-pilot story with other teachers. What is something amazing that you achieved from the co-pilot? So that would be lovely. Going
Like,
further,
I want to keep exploring, keep experimenting, keep finding new ways to make learning better for my students by using Copilot. So you also please use Copilot. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very
absolutely.
much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thanks for giving your time. Okay, so going further, here we are. Yeah, ma'am, and definitely deserves applause. She is utilizing Copilot in the best way what I can see. Wonderful. Here we have our Copilot prompt challenge, and I am sure you all would have seen the message from our team about the Copilot prompt challenge. So what is it? Let us tell you. You must have seen prompt it, use it, and improve it. And the poster that we share with you, share 3 prompts to you. Every week, we will share ready to use Copilot prompts around a specific teaching goal with a little flexibility to choose the topic or class according to your subject or class you are teaching. How it works: you explore the prompts shared each week. Okay, you directly copy paste and just add the required details and use it directly, right? You try one, two, all or all the 3 prompts in your classroom. That means use it means you're trying that for your classroom. Improve it. Whatever output you get from the Copilot, You adapt the prompt to suit your student's subject and teaching style. Once you do that, every week you share with us which prompt you used, which worked well, what surprised you, how student responded, how you improved the prompt, what impact you observed on learning. After trying the prompt in your class, share your experience with the community. Tell us which prompt you used, what worked particularly well, and any moments that surprised you. We would also love to hear how your student responded, whether you adapted or improved the prompt to suit your classroom needs. What impact you observed on student engagement, participation, understanding, or learning outcomes. Your reflections can help fellow educators discover effective teaching strategies and build a valuable bank of classroom tested prompts. So, what do you get for each prompt? We announces prompt contributor, prompt innovator, prompt booster, prompt champion. Okay. So for every prompt, we have one of each contributor, prompt innovator, prompt booster, prompt champion. How you need to participate? At, so for this week, we have these three prompts for you, right? Um, Observe and wonder. Create a lesson on, you mentioned the topic that begins with an interesting image. Generate questions that encourage students to observe, wonder, think, and discuss before introducing the concept. Prompt 2 is hook their curiosity. Act as an expert teacher, create a lesson on, mention the topic in class. Begin with a surprising fact, mystery, or question. Include three discussion question, one engaging activity, and then mentioning the duration. Activate prior knowledge. So this week you are supposed to try all these three prompts. It's your choice whether you want to go with one, two, or all the three. Uh, our team will share a form link with you. Also, I will show you, we will also share this PPT template with you that you can create before you, submit your entries. So this is your co-pilot challenge. I'll show, our team member will share the PPT link also with you, which you can download. Okay. And you can look at what all you need to give on this slide. Your school name, district or state, 50 in 50 words you are explaining about your prompt journey and insert the picture of the prompt with the response here. And then having the images how you prompt improvement is done, sample work of the learners. The more the evidence, the more chances of winning. So we invite you all for the co-pilot prompt challenge. You will be creating this PPT. You will be getting Microsoft form link to participate. You will fill that Microsoft form, attach this PPT. So you will get the link of OneDrive there where you can upload this PPT uh, as an evidence, and then you submit the form. So we request you all to participate in the co-pilot prompt challenge, be the winner of every week, and earn the badges. Just a minute. If you have any questions related to co-pilot prompt challenge, please feel free to ask in the chat box. And here we have our feature headlight, rethinking security for the age of AI. Before we close today, I want to briefly connect digital literacy to another important topic, security in the age of AI. Everything we have discussed so far has focused on helping students evaluate information. But as AI become more powerful, another challenge emerges. helping students understand digital risk and responsible technology use. For many years, cybersecurity was largely about protecting system from human attackers. Today, AI is changing the landscape. AI can create content faster, generate code faster, and unfortunately, bad actors can also use AI to create scam, phishing attempt, deep fakes, and misinformation at a much larger scale. So the physics of cybersecurity is now changing. It is not only a human but technology autonomous system are also coming in place, right? So here is an article related to cybersecurity from Microsoft. You all may go through. If you want to read it in detail, you can go through it, where it talk about, how attackers are doing this. And in the world of AI, agents and machine speed attacks are increasing, and how can we save ourselves? So, and in the social spotlight, we have a session from Microsoft. It is a global training session where teachers from all around the world come and participate. And we have our interesting trainers for this. So, any one of you who is interested to attend uh, co-pilot in the classroom, empowering faculty in teaching and learning. So, this is the session. We invite you all to be part of the global platform, register for this event, and attend the session. Um, So this session focuses on faculty experiences in community colleges, highlight how Microsoft 365 Copilot supports teaching and learning in practical and meaningful ways, from course design and differentiated instructional material to assessment, creation, and streamlining grading and feedback. You will see how AI can support everyday academic workflows while presenting instructional intent and quality. So, we invite you all to attend global workshop from the Microsoft. We would love to invite you all from uh, our community. If you are not there, if any one of you want to reach out to us, you can write your email at this, join our community on WhatsApp or YouTube channel, and any other concerns you can share with us. We have offered these AI school programs to different schools. And this is our Tech Talk Tuesday. Today is 11th August, where we are talking about building digital literacy and media fluency. Next Tuesday, we are going to have the session of personalizing content for diverse learners. I'm sure our classroom is full of diverse learners, and we would look for that. So here we are. I'll share this feedback form with you. I request you all to please share your feedback with us before you leave this. Please fill in your feedback form and drop submitted. Just a minute. Write submitted once you are done. This is the feedback form link. I request you all to fill the feedback form. I'm also sharing this QR code with you all. Please fill in the feedback form. Write submitted once you are done that. And I hope you found something worthy for your learners to take to your classroom. Looking forward to many digitally literate learners who doesn't, when they are working on their project, learners are not just trusting the information, but also evaluating and choosing it cautiously. verifying the information, picking only trustworthy one. Whenever they see any persuasive content, they question that from where is this coming? What is the purpose of this? Is it trustable or not? So we all are working towards the same goal. We are working towards making digitally literate citizens, right? Not only learners. So if we teach them today how to be digitally literate, our future will be better. If you have submitted your feedback form, please drop in submitted. I would like to thank you, each one of you, for your time, for your consistent, partnership with us. Looking forward to you on next Tuesday with the new topic, new session, bringing new learning for ourselves. Thank you, each one of you. Thank you, Sheetal ma'am, for confirming the submission. I request all of you also, please drop in submitted after submitting the feedback form. This work as in attendance also for you. Um, so please fill in this. I'm sure it won't take more than a minute. Fill the feedback form, drop submitted or thumbs up. Thank you for joining us.